Today we're going to factor a trinomial. The trinomial must be in standard form for a quadratic. So we have ax squared plus bx plus c. Basically it's in descending order. How do we go about factoring the trinomial? I'm going to suggest that you use the AC method because that will kind of tell you what to do. The steps of the AC method would be to take your polynomial, make sure, first of all, in standard form, in descending order. We always, when we factor, pick out the GCF if there is one, and pull that out. And then we look at the leftovers and see if that will factor any further. Once we have a trinomial that's in descending order, we factor out the GCF, then we look at our values for the trinomial on the value of A, on the value of B, on the value of C. We're going to multiply A and C together. Then we're going to go to a table where we start listing factors, numbers that multiply to give you whatever the product is of A and C. And then over here on the right, we're going to see if those actually combine to give us our B value. We'll convert to 4 terms. We'll take the 3 term, make it into 4 terms, so we can put those 4 terms inside of the box, working backwards. And so now let's actually get to our example. So our first step here is to see if we have our polynomial in descending order. Is it in standard form? X squared plus bx. So it is in descending order. So now we need to pick out the value of A, the value of B, and the value of C. The value of A is equal to 1. The value of B is equal to 8. And the value of C is equal to 15. Our steps say we need to multiply A times C. 1 times 15 is going to give me 15. My B value is 8. I'm looking for 2 numbers that multiply to give us 15. But when you combine them together by addition or subtraction, depending on what their signs are, that you get a positive 8. So we start our organized list. 1 times 15. I'll go over here, 1, it's a positive 1, it's a positive 15, that gives me 16. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I can then go to 2, but 2 is not going to work. 2 isn't multiplied to give us 15 when we're using whole numbers. So let's go to 3. And then we have 3 times 5, it does give me 15, and 3 plus 5 does give me 8. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. Therefore, I can now convert my 3-term polynomial to a 4-term polynomial. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to split up that middle term 8x. And I'm going to use these numbers here where this actually works to do that. So my polynomial becomes x squared. I'm going to use these 2 numbers with that middle variable, plus 3x plus 5x, because they're both positive. If one was negative, we'll put a negative sign there. And then plus 15. And now I will take those 4 terms and put those 4 terms inside the box like we read a book. We've already practiced factoring a 4-term polynomial. So this should be familiar to you. X squared plus 3x plus 5x plus 15. I'm going to factor one of the rows or columns. I'm going to go with this first row right here. The common factor here is x. X times x gives me x squared. This x here times a positive 5 gives me 5x. Positive 5 times a positive 3. When I multiply those, I get positive 15. And my answer is on the outside, but it's factored. I have x plus 3 is one of my factors, and the other factor is x plus 5.